Hi everyone, my name is Elisa Flum, and for a long time now I've been receiving constant questions on how I managed to lose over 40 pounds in just under a year. It's probably one of the most longest complicated stories I have to tell, so I figured I'd put it in a video to knock everything out at once. Here's a timeline. Freshman year, I'd say I was about 105 pounds. I was pretty small. I was a cheerleader on 2 teams at the same time, so that definitely kept me in shape. Sophomore year, maybe 120 pounds. I was still a cheerleader, but I was just growing like any other 10th grader would. Junior year, I was still a cheerleader, but I also got my first job working in the fast food industry. This is also the same time I started driving everywhere on my own. With all the money I was making on a weekly basis, I could afford to go out to eat because I assumed that cheerleading practice would just burn it off. That's when my weight shot up to about 145 to 150 pounds. Granted, some of it was muscle from working out every single day, but the fat index of my body had never been so big. I was about a size 8 in pants. The summer before my senior year, I was then diagnosed with multiple autoimmune disorders. Some of the most serious disorders were Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, while being definitely confirmed having IBD, acid reflux, and Helicobacter pylori, which is a pretty bad stomach virus that eats away at your lining. As a result, I had to take over 10 pills a day for a couple of months. The medicine numbed my stomach pain. I could no longer feel acid indigestion, the ulcers, or the hemorrhoids, or the infected lining, therefore I was also not able to feel any hunger. I immediately lost about 25 pounds in 3 months just from the medication alone. I essentially was starving myself. My fat index decreased rapidly, so I figured why not get a gym membership to at least tone up. On top of cheerleading practice and going to Planet Fitness every single day, I was losing about 5 extra pounds a week. In March of 2016, something pretty devastating happened to me, and I lost 10 more pounds in 1 week from pretty bad depression. I wasn't eating, and I couldn't even leave my room. I would just sleep all day as my body started to eat itself away. That's when I hit 103 pounds. I haven't been that small since middle school. I was about a size 0 in pants. I was really underweight. As a result, my blood levels were super knocked off. I was re-diagnosed with extreme iron deficiency or anemia just because I was not getting the vitamins that I needed. My skin was bruised all over all the time, and I just looked gross. I gained a little bit of the weight back after I got taken off the medicine, so I graduated high school at about 110 pounds. After I graduated high school, I got out of a relationship, and that in itself made me drop back down. I refused to lock myself away like I did before, so I took the grief to the gym, or as I'd like to say, I took my problems to the gym and they all worked out. I gained about 10 to 15 pounds back from muscle, as well as the standard weight that you gain when you start freshman year in college. When I transferred to the University of South Carolina in January, I found myself gaining some weight just because the food options here are so immense, but there's also plenty of healthy options to choose from, as well as 2 really great gyms to work out at. That's where I'm at right now. I'm not where I want to be weight-wise. I'm trying to get back down to where I was, but I don't have the medicine to help me this time, so I actually have to exercise, which is something that I'm totally fine with doing. I'm on my way so far, and I've already lost a couple pounds in the past few weeks. As far as my health is concerned, I still struggle with the autoimmune disorders, but they are not as severe as they used to be. I just cannot take generic over-the-counter painkillers or eat too many tomato-based or acidic foods. My stomach is super sensitive. I get nauseous from bumpy car rides or even if I'm watching a movie and the camera moves too fast across the screen. So essentially, looking at the bigger picture, I gained 40 pounds all throughout high school. I also lost 40 pounds. I gained about half of it back after graduating, but I'm at a healthy weight now. I'm still making adjustments. My only advice is do not starve yourself. I did not want to do it, I just didn't have an appetite. A daily 200-calorie diet did not seem detrimental until I was extremely underweight and developed more health problems as a result of not eating. Remember, after I started working out every single day, I was losing about 5 extra pounds a week. Any weight is possible to achieve if you just put the effort in. What goes in your body must come out. If you put bad food in, you're going to look bad. However, if you put good food in, you're going to look great, your body's naturally going to adjust itself, and you'll look and feel better. You've just got to want it. It's simple. Thanks for watching. I designed my